Candy Bar Creepshow is a special Halloween treat that many 80s and 90s kids hold in very high regard. The episode is the 9th episode of the very first season of Rugrats, the beloved children's television show that ruled TV screens throughout the 1990s. First airing on October 27, 1991, Candy Bar Creepshow introduced an entire generation of kids, myself included, to what Halloween was like within the world of the Rugrats, and specifically through the eyes of its titular babies. It presented the holiday with a vibrant concoction of joy, innocence, and that tiny pinch of fear, portraying a Halloween scenario many of us long to be a part of in real life.
Oh, we can't bring the babies in here. They'd have nightmares for years.
In this memorable episode, our resident babies, Tommy, Chucky, Phil, and Lil, find themselves embroiled in the mystique and allure of Halloween, a holiday they are experiencing with fresh, untamed curiosity. The babies are introduced to the concept of Halloween and the tradition of trick-or-treating. This narrative, situated in the familiar Pickles household, paints a spirited picture of Halloween as seen through the innocent and somewhat distorted lens of the Rugrats. Their adventure primarily revolves around their quest to get their tiny hands on the newly introduced, and now iconic, Reptar bars, a delicacy advertised to turn your tongue green, a candy bar teasingly showcased by Tommy's ever-bratty cousin Angelica, who, unlike the babies, is old enough for trick-or-treating.
What a great haunted house. I'm glad I thought of it, Drew.
I thought of it.
The choice of old-school-style Halloween music in Candy Bar Creepshow skillfully augments the haunting ambiance, delivering an intoxicating injection of nostalgia that reaches back to the B-movie horror golden age of the 40s, 50s, and 60s. This auditory journey not only complements the narrative's eerie undertones, but also beckons viewers into a retrospective voyage, bringing to the forefront a reminiscence of classic horror aesthetics. It utilizes the spooky and slightly campy sounds that echo the experimental and bold nature of B-movie horror scores, drawing upon stark instrumental contrasts and sudden crescendos that were the hallmark of that era's sound design. This musical selection invites viewers to immerse themselves in its timelessly spooky atmosphere, where the borderline between the creepy and the enthralling blurs, offering a rich, nuanced backdrop to the unfolding Halloween tale at hand, and conjuring an atmosphere steeped in both nostalgia and fear, paying homage to a bygone era while framing the episode in a cloak of delightful dread. The music of Candy Bar Creepshow is perfect.
You better get out there, Deed. I still have to put on my Frankenstein flat top.
The backyard haunted house featured in the episode evokes a heartwarming dose of nostalgia as well, conjuring images of homemade costumes and family fun frights that have become synonymous with old-school American Halloween traditions. The low-budget yet incredibly enchanting setup vividly encapsulates the pure essence of Halloween, a time for unfettered imagination, creativity, and community. Each nook and cranny of the makeshift haunted house, characterized by its endearingly spooky decorations and funhouse-style gags, evoke a feeling of homey yet exciting uncanniness. And indeed, seeing the familiar adults slipping into their playful Halloween costumes brings a wonderful sense of camaraderie and youthful spirit, with Grandpa stealing the show in his unforgettable yellow monster mask, a quirky yet strangely coveted item that, to this day, I still wish I owned in real life. I mean, that mask is bizarre. The Pickles family backyard haunted house resurrects the child in all of us, reminding us of the spontaneous joy that comes from a little fright, a lot of candy, and the joyous company of family and friends. This episode does a phenomenal job of immersing viewers into a world seen through the eyes of babies, where imagination runs rampant and the line between reality and fantasy is blurred. It is a hallmark of the 1990s Halloween era, injecting the pure essence of childlike wonder into the very spirit of Halloween, successfully accomplishing what many Halloween specials of the same era failed to do.
Librarian! Hoppin' hardy toad!
It is without a doubt that I hold a deep affection for this episode, a sentiment that extended easily to the next generation when we initiated my daughter into the Rugrats tradition last Halloween season. The universal joy and excitement depicted in Candy Bar Creepshow have stood the test of time. As with many great classics, it not only held her interest, but had her requesting multiple viewings, truly a testimony to the episode's timeless appeal. The vibrant colors, the simple yet immersive plot, and of course, the whimsicality of a baby's perspective on Halloween have allowed it to retain a fresh and engaging demeanor, continuing to enchant young audiences even today. And with that said, we've already watched the episode several times this season as well. You can never really have too much Candy Bar Creepshow, am I right?
I want my Reptar bar!
Okay, we'll go in together.
Right.
Ready?
Set.
Wait a minute. Maybe I should get a flashlight.
Right. A flashlight.
Okay, you go on in there and I'll go get a flashlight and join you.
Oh, no, you don't. You go in there and I'll get the flashlight.
Why me? Why do I have to go in there alone?
I want my Reptar bar!
As we look back on the cultural phenomenon that was Rugrats, it becomes abundantly clear that Candy Bar Creepshow holds a special place in its overall legacy. The episode is not just a classic Halloween special, it is a time capsule that encapsulated the golden era of 90s children's television, offering a slice of pure, unadulterated joy. It bears witness to a time when Halloween was simpler, perhaps even sweeter, and portrayed from the perspective of children who embraced the unknown with wonder rather than fear. It is a testimony to the magic of childhood, a celebration of imagination, and a firm reminder of the joyous, naive exploration of a world yet undiscovered. Through the lens of the Rugrats, we were all once adventurers in the great unknown, and Candy Bar Creepshow allows us, if only for a brief moment, to reclaim that untamed, innocent delight in the mysteries of Halloween. It remains a nostalgic jewel in the crown of pop culture, affirming its relevance and joyful spirit across generations, and surely etching itself into the Halloween tradition for many more years to come. With that said, the Rugrats Halloween special, Candy Bar Creepshow, is a television classic.